what's up everyone, GameDad here, coming at you guys with another Let's Fix video. This time we are taking a look at the Sega Game Gear. Now, this beefy handheld is actually pretty awesome. The games were pretty fantastic for it. The graphics were excellent for a handheld. It had a color screen and it had great audio. Now, something else the Game Gear had was notoriously bad capacitors. They were very low grade and they would leak and die very quickly actually. So on this one, while yes, I can get it to play, it's actually very quiet, and even with the brightness turned all the way up, I have to hit it at kind of a weird angle to get it to even show me what's on the screen. So what we're gonna do today is replace all of the bad capacitors with this little capacitor kit that I got here. I don't remember exactly where I got this one. I think it was just eBay or something like that, but it's very common, very easy to find, and this comes with every capacitor that you need to replace everything in the Game Gear, as well as a new little like front facing piece right here, because most of the time if yours is like mine is scratched up in an unbelievable way. I'm not the original owner of this Game Gear, so who knows what this thing has been through in its lifetime. So we're going to go through today, we're going to replace all the caps, and I will show you guys some footage before and after of what it looks like before we do the cap replacement and after we do the cap replacement, so you can see what a huge difference it makes. Anytime if you're replacing capacitors like this, the screen tends to get a lot brighter than it used to be. It makes it look brand new, and the audio tends to get a lot better. So come with me as we check out how to replace a cap kit on the Sega Game Gear.
Alright everyone, so I have my Game Gear here. I'm gonna go ahead and first get rid of that game, and I need to get everything out of this shell, that way I have some room to work. I've got my little quad hands that are gonna be over here. I'll be using that to hold all the boards while I work on everything. Soldering iron is heating up right now, but figured I would show you guys what it looks like to actually take this apart. So we'll go ahead and get all the batteries out. The immense amount of batteries that comes in one of these things. And let's see here, it looks like Phillips. So we're gonna dive in and start taking it apart. There we go. Ooh, those are tight screws. Now I will note that you do not have to replace every single capacitor. If you're just having a problem with your audio, just focus on the audio capacitor. If you're having a problem with your video, just focus on video. Mine is having kind of general issues all the way around, so I am going to focus on replacing all of the capacitors. I've got, you know, my big pack of various capacitors right here, and got my little guide so I know which one goes where, and we're just gonna get it done, go through it, get them all replaced. Now in the guide it talks about how you need to have extensive soldering skills. I will say, you know, it's always good to have at least basic skills. I don't think you would need extensive skills to do a repair like this. I did a repair on one of the arcade monitors where I had to do the whole cap kit on there, and that was with no experience, and the monitor works great now. So I would say as long as you are comfortable with it and you take your time, you should be fine. Also do it in a well ventilated area. Out here in the man cave I've got plenty of ventilation going on so that, you know, I'm not going to be breathing in a ton of toxic fumes while doing all the soldering, so I don't have to worry about that. Let's see here, I got those screws. Let's go ahead and take these ones out. I'm just kind of laying them in my iFixit lid in the order that I took them out so I know where they go afterwards. There we go. One more Phillips right there. The Game Gear is definitely an underrated handheld. It was very good, very awesome to be able to play almost full console ports on the system, and in some cases they were full console ports, but definitely a power hog. And the screws exactly aren't easy to get out. Alright, let's see here. Then we have a security bit right there. I'm sure I got a bit that'll get that out. Let's see, is that the right one? That's the right one. So this one is using a, what is that, the 4.5? I think it's a 4.5 game bit. I think most Sega consoles use that. Get that guy out. All right. And we'll go ahead and open this up, make sure I'm not yanking out any wires. So as you can see right there, there are the internals. I just need to get a couple of clips undone, and then I'm gonna start replacing all the little capacitors that are on this. So we're gonna go ahead and just do a time lapse of that because this is supposed to take actually a couple hours. So make sure you got time to do it if you're gonna do it. All right, so the rest of the kids could use a little love, but as you can see, nice and shiny right there. And here we go. I have the audio turned down that way, or turned off rather. That way we don't get a copyright strike, but there we go. Before the cap replacement, you could not even remotely see this, and now you can actually see the game. It's amazing. Go ahead and skip through this. Come on. So there we go. Rocking a little Jungle Book action. Got jump, firing. Oh, and I'm dead. But very clear difference in just replacing those caps. Someday what I'd like to do is actually get the upgraded audio kit and an actual LCD upgrade kit. So it makes it a much nicer gameplay experience. Who knows, I may even mod this. I think there's HDMI mod kits you can get for Game Gears. So for now, there we go. Cap kit, that is the result. You can actually see the screen. You don't have to hold it at a super weird angle or anything like that. Awesome.
So there you have it, everyone. That is how you go through and replace all of the capacitors for the audio, video, and power in your Game Gear. Now, you do need some basic soldering skills to get this done, and there are some pretty fine points that you need to be paying close attention to. That way you don't burn any traces or anything like that when you get rid of the surface mount capacitors in some models of Game Gear. Now, with all that being said, even if you're new to soldering, if you just take your time and just work through it slowly, don't try and rush it, you'll be able to get this done no problem. Now, if you guys liked today's video, or if you had any questions about replacing capacitors in handheld consoles, let me know down in the comments below. And while you guys are down there, please be sure to also hit those like and subscribe buttons, as well as that little notification bell so you can alert every time I got a new video coming out. Now, as always, I'm GameDad. I thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you later.